End of life. What does that mean? End of day means the sun sets, fades away, moves out of view, only to reappear somewhere else. Comforting. End of life. Letter of reflection. Dear listener, through most of my youth, I desperately tried to find myself, my home, in the practiced faith tradition of my region. I was born and raised in southern Germany, which at that time was a religious landscape deeply steeped in Catholicism. Our homestead on a quiet hillside street was settled between a monastery on one end of the road and an elderly care home run by nuns on the other. The nuns would attend services at the monastery once a day, and the priest would offer spiritual support to the elderly in their care. There was a steady stream of veils, habits, and tunics moving by our house. During my childhood, church and school were not separated in Germany as they are here in the US. Religion was part of the school curriculum. We grew up and learned within the church calendar and its traditions. There were parts in these traditions that spoke to me. I loved the music, the festive mood of high holidays, the candles reflecting their light in the stained glass windows of the church. I wanted to feel like I belonged, yet inside I felt a disconnect, as if a part of me was missing. I've since explored other spiritual beliefs and have ended up plucking bits and pieces from many faith traditions, arranging them in a way that makes sense to me. I now consider myself spiritual rather than religious. I believe we each are an expression of a larger one. I believe that our core self is infinite. I believe we are expressed in one particular physical form for a while to explore and experience within certain dimensional perspectives. This belief has been incredibly comforting in my own exposure to death and grieving. I believe we grieve the end of a physical expression familiar to us. However, the core being of that loved one stays with us eternally. I wonder what spiritual perspective offers you comfort. Yours truly, Dorothea.